Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel where we are once again doing another speed drawing video. I know there's suddenly loads of these coming out. That's because I have been going back through 2024's early art streams and cutting them down and getting them ready. There's not many more of these, so I will be making some more over on Twitch very soon, hopefully. Touch wood. That was me touching my desk, by the way. I want to say thank you to Snowlock for requesting both this video and this drawing over on Twitch. It was really fun to do. I'm not very good at making realistic characters, I'm going to say. Sorry, real people into characters is what I should say, not realistic characters. God, David Tennant's a real person. But yeah, I was really happy when this one came up. I'm not a massive Doctor Who fan. Genuinely and honestly, I haven't watched any of the original Doctor Who's. Some people may really hate me for saying that. I maybe watched 1 or 2 episodes because when I was a very young child, I had a very good friend who was absolutely, Doctor Who was the most amazing, wonderful series to her. So when I went to visit her a couple of times, I did end up kind of watching 1 or 2 episodes, which was the Cybermen when they first came in, I believe. Gosh, it's been like nearly 20 years, my friends. I don't remember which one it was. But that was my first introduction to Doctor Who, which was obviously the Cybermen, as I said. Everybody knew what the Daleks were, though. Like, it was a pop culture icon, a thing. And my dad told me that he was really scared of the Daleks when he was younger, when he watched it. So that was why my grandparents didn't let us watch Doctor Who. They didn't want us to be scared of anything. So I didn't even know it existed until I was about 8 or 9 years old. And then I just wasn't interested. Of course, that all changed when in the early 2000s, I nearly said 2020s, we're in the early 2020s. In the early 2000s, when they said that they announced that they were going to be remaking Doctor Who, or restarting it, rebooting it kind of thing. And everybody went wild for it. And to be honest, I was excited. I bought into the hype. I'm not one that normally does buy into the hype. I kind of sit there and go, yeah, it might be good, it might be bad. But this time I was like, no, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. And Christopher Eccleston was announced to be the Doctor, and again I was really excited for that because I remembered him from 28 Days Later. I know, right? This is a while ago. And I knew that he was a really good actor. And obviously this was well before Thor: The Dark World. And again, I still think he's a good actor and he could have done a lot more with Malekith because there's so much in the comics they could have done with that character. But then again, this is not a Marvel video. This is a Doctor Who video. So yes, anyway, I was really excited for Christopher Eccleston to be the Doctor because I was really interested in seeing his acting. The first thing that kind of turned me off was Billie Piper. I remembered her coming out as a singer, songwriter, and she wasn't someone that I thought could pull this off. I'm not going to lie, spoiler alert, I was pleasantly surprised. Billie Piper was really, really good as Rose. I absolutely adored her as Rose. Rose was a brilliant character, and when she left, I was really upset, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm going to be very, very different to most people when I say I enjoyed Christopher Eccleston. Probably because I was an edgy teenager when this came out. I was about 17, 18-ish. Possibly only a little bit older. So the darker kind of themes, such as the Are You My Mummy episodes, those 2 episodes were terrifying and beautiful and I loved them and they were so good and I wanted them to continue with that kind of darker theme. I thought it would have been brilliant, but then again, I'm a horror junkie at heart, so of course I bloody well would. I was terribly disappointed when they said that they were getting rid of Christopher Eccleston. I'm not gonna lie, I thought he was a brilliant Doctor, and I know that he left on bad terms and he'll never go back to it and all that kind of thing, and I know that people have been really mean to him, he's been really mean to them, the BBC has failed everybody when it came to that, but I kind of watched it when it changed over to David Tennant and was like, this is either going to be really, really good or really, really bad. Imagine my pleasant surprise when David Tennant was amazing. I loved the David Tennant series of Doctor Who. I like all of his sidekicks, from Donna Noble to Martha to Rose, like all of it was just so brilliant, beautifully written. And the first episode of The Weeping Angels was just the absolute pinnacle of Doctor Who for me. Yes, I know I need to go back and watch the originals and actually get the story and all that kind of thing, but I was heartbroken when he left. Now, I knew he was going to leave. I knew the whole thing about the Doctors regenerating and all that kind of thing. I had watched Christopher Eccleston regenerate into David Tennant, and I knew it was going to happen. But a lot of people are going to hate me when I say this. I did not enjoy Matt Smith's rendition of Doctor Who. My stepmom really loved him, mostly because he's a local boy to where she lived and worked for most of her life, so she was like super happy about that. But I thought they failed when they started bringing in the Weeping Angels as like a continuous thing. The whole idea that they were supposed to be very rare was what made them scary to me, and the fact that the Statue of Liberty was a giant weeping angel just made me go, and I'm done. And I get that Matt Smith is a good actor, having watched him in other things like House of the Dragon and all that kind of thing. He's a good actor, but I do not think that Doctor Who was for me. And I understand that people are going to be like, oh, that's horrible, you should really like him and all that kind of thing. The writing failed him, and it put me off watching. I haven't watched Doctor Who really properly. I keep dipping in and out. I've watched a couple of Capaldi's episodes, and again, Capaldi's a really good actor. The writing just didn't do it for me. Maybe it's just me and not being a massive Doctor Who fan, but that's what I found. Christopher Eccleston is like my second favourite. David Tennant is my most favourite. And then like Peter Capaldi and then Matt Smith. I know I should actually watch the rest of Doctor Who, like the entirety, and do a full ranking or something, but maybe over Christmas I'll watch it. Let me know in the comments down below if you think that's something I should do. Anyway, once again guys, thank you so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed this video. Take care everybody, have fun, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye!